Hello everyone, welcome to another edition of Keith's Beer Reviews. Today I'm going to be doing one I've been sitting on for a while. I watched El Harlock last week review this, and I decided I'm going to get this in the fridge and I'm going to give this a sooner rather than later review, especially just to taste it. The bottle I've got here is says brewed in 2010. I'm going to be doing Samuel Smith's Yorkshire Stingo. This particular bottle comes in at 8% ABV. It's defined on both Beer Advocate and Rate Beer as an English strong ale. From the bottle here it says some of the oak casks at Samuel Smith's date back more than a century, with the individual oak staves being replaced by the Old Brewery coopers over the years. Gradually the casks soak in more and more of the character of the ale, fermented in stone Yorkshire squares. Yorkshire Stingo is aged for at least a year, matured in these well-used oak casks in the brewery's underground cellars, deriving fruit, raisin, treacle, coffee, Christmas pudding, and slight oaky flavors before being further naturally conditioned in the bottle. So, if it aged for a year, and this was bottled in 2010, so this is at least 2 years old now, so it's got some nice aging on it. So let's get this in the glass and see what all the hype is about. I really like Samuel Smith's beers. Now, I've never had this one before. Said I saw this 3 or 4 months ago. Picked it up and just been sitting on it, just waiting for the right time, and I think now is the right time. I'm going to pour this in my Samuel Smith's pint glass. It wasn't a super aggressive pour. We got a beautiful amber colored beer. About 2 fingers of a slightly off-white kind of beige head. Slightly hazy. I can see seems to be a good amount of carbonation streaming up. It's a darn good looking beer. So let's give it a smell and see what we have here. Oh wow. Yeah, I think not exactly sure what treacle is. I think it's similar to molasses. But I'm getting that fruitcake flavor that they talked about. A little bit of toffee caramel, brown sugar, molasses, yeah. Some dark fruits, plums, cherries, raisins. Getting a little bit of that oakiness from the I can tell from the barrels. I wouldn't think there'd be a lot of that oakiness left, but after all these years, if they're 100 years old, but there's still some there. It's mild. I do get a bit of the alcohol in the nose. It almost smells like a good Belgian triple, other than it's missing the yeasty qualities of a Belgian triple. But it's a good smelling beer, so let's give it a taste and see if it follows here. Oh, I think my battery's dying too. Something's flashing at me. But if the camera dies, well, I'll just plug it in. I'm getting that buttery toffee, caramel, little brown sugar, light molasses. Definitely not that dark molasses. Getting a real dry finish from the alcohol, but this is a darn good tasting beer. I think I'm going to have to plug my camera in, so while this is warming up and I'm getting my camera plugged in, I'll be back in a few with final thoughts and grade. Okay, I'm back. It's been 35-40 minutes or so. This is definitely a sipping beer. As it's warmed up, fruitiness really comes out in this. This is a good sweet drinkable sipping beer. It's easy drinking, but you don't want to drink it too fast. You don't want it to be gone. I know this is gone. It's going to be my last bottle for a while, unless I happen to see it on the shelves again. But I mean, this is, like I said, brewed in 2000 or bottled in 2010 and aged for a year. So this beer is at least 2, if not close to 3 years old. And this is a good solid beer. There's so much going on here. You don't want to drink it fast. I can't identify all the flavors in here. It's almost like there's some apple cider in there too. You've got your brown sugar, your molasses, your dark fruits, your plums, your cherries, your prunes, your raisins, a little bit of oak. Like I said, almost that apple cider taste, slightly acidic, so I think that's where that comes from. There's almost a bit of leatheriness, you know, not like fresh leather, but like old, worn out leather, like some jacket that you had hanging in some musty old jacket that you had hanging in the closet for a while. But that's not in a bad way. It's a good taste. This is damn good beer. So there's going to be no final chug because I'm just going to sip and savor this while I edit the video and get it up. But I'm going to give this Samuel Smith's Yorkshire Stingo as a good drinkable beer. I'm going to give it a 10. Something I'd like. I'm gonna if I see another one, I'm gonna buy it. If I see 2 or 3, I'll probably buy them. One of the bigger bottles I've seen from Samuel Smith, I think this is 550 ml, so slightly bigger bottle than I normally see on the shelf. As an English strong ale, it's pretty darn good too, but I'm gonna give it a 9 on that. I'm gonna average those two, and Samuel Smith's Yorkshire Stingo, I'm going to get 9.5 out of 10. Till next time, everybody, cheers. Keep drinking good beer, and I'm just going to savor the rest of this.